proceed motion in a plane, and the topic projectile motion. In this video we discuss first maximum height of a projectile. Maximum height of a projectile. What is maximum height of a projectile? It is the maximum vertical distance. It is the maximum vertical distance attained by the projectile above the horizontal plane. Above the horizontal plane. So the maximum height of a projectile means what? Maximum vertical distance. The maximum vertical distance attained by the projectile above the horizontal plane is called maximum height of a projectile. And the maximum height of a projectile we have assumed HM. HM is the maximum height of the projectile. We use the formula V square minus U square equals to 2AS. So when the projectile reaches the maximum height, then its final vertical velocity will become 0, and the vertical initial velocity is V sin theta. Its maximum initial velocity U sin theta. So U sin theta the whole square equals to A is replaced by minus G and S is replaced by HM. So we get minus U square sin square theta equals to minus 2GHM. Minus and minus cancelled, and the expression for HM will U square sin square theta upon 2G. So this is the maximum height of a projectile. HM equals to U square sin square theta upon 2G. Maximum height attained by the projectile HM equals to U square sin square theta upon 2G. Now next we talk about horizontal range. Horizontal range represented by R. It is the maximum horizontal distance. It is the maximum horizontal distance range is the maximum horizontal distance traveled by the projectile. Maximum horizontal distance traveled by the projectile during its flight. During its flight. So range, horizontal range is the maximum horizontal distance traveled by the projectile during its flight. Or also we can define that the distance between the point of projection where the projectile is projected and the point where the projectile reaches the ground is called the range. So this distance is called range, represented by R. The distance between the point of projection from where the projectile is projected and the point where it strikes the ground is called horizontal range. So horizontal range equals to formula for horizontal range equals to horizontal component of velocity, horizontal component of velocity into time of flight. Horizontal range is the horizontal distance, and horizontal distance equals to horizontal component of velocity into time of flight. And horizontal component of velocity is u cos theta, and time of flight 2u sin theta upon g. Time of flight, we have a derived expression for time of flight 2u sin theta upon g. So this becomes u into u square, and 2 sin theta into cos theta, sin 2 theta. So u square sin 2 theta upon g, and range is represented by r. So the expression for range is u square sin 2 theta upon g. Now condition for maximum range. Condition for maximum range. Condition for getting the maximum range. So the value of u is constant, g is constant. For getting the maximum range, the value of sin 2 theta must be maximum. For getting the maximum range, the value of sin 2 theta will be should be maximum. So R will be maximum when sin 2 theta is maximum, and the maximum value of sin 2 theta is 1. The maximum value of sin 2 theta is 1, and 1 is represented by sin pi by 2, sin 90 degree. So 2 theta equals to 90 degree, and we get the value of theta equals to 45 degree. So for getting the maximum range, the value of theta should be 90 degree. Theta should be 45 degree, and when theta becomes 45 degree, then we get the maximum range, R maximum. And sin 2 theta, 2 into 45, 90, sin 90 becomes 1. So R maximum, the formula for maximum range is u square by g. The maximum range, R maximum equals to u square upon g. So for getting the maximum range, a projectile should be projected at an angle of theta equals to 45 degree with the horizontal. For getting the maximum range, the projectile should be projected, or the object should be projected at an angle of theta equals to 45 degree. Now we talk about two angles of projection for the same horizontal range. Two angles of projection. For the same horizontal range. two angles of projection for the same horizontal range. So just we have seen the formula for range. R equals to u square sine 2 theta upon g. The formula for range we derive R equals to u square sine 2 theta upon g. Now replace theta by 90 minus theta. So we get R equals to u square sine 2 into 90 minus theta upon g, which is u square sine 90 into 2, 180 minus 2 theta upon g. And we know the formula for sine 180 minus theta. This is equals to sine theta. So R equals to u square sine 2 theta upon g. So from both the angles, name it, replacing theta by 90 minus theta and name it R dash. So from first and second, we conclude that RHS of both the expressions are same. Then we can say that R equals to R dash. So when the angle is theta degree and 90 minus theta degree, then the range which we obtained will be same. So for two angles theta and 90 minus theta, the range always comes to be same. R equals to R dash. Try to understand by diagram the two angles of projection. We have seen that for two angles theta and 90 minus theta, the value of range will be same. Let this is angle theta equals to 15 degree. Then the angle theta equals to 30 degree. This is angle theta equals to 45 degree. For 15 degree, 30 degree and 45 degree. Now for 60 degree, the range will be, for 60 degree, the range will lie on this. So this was the range for R equals to 30 degree, and for 60 degree, the range comes to be same, because 90 minus 60 we get 30 degree, 90 minus 60 we get 30 degree, and for angle theta equals to 75 degree, we get, for angle theta equals to 75 degree, we get the range at this point. For angle theta equals to 75 degree. So what we conclude? We conclude that for angle theta equals to 15 degree and theta equals to 75 degree, the range is same. For theta equals to 30 degree and for theta equals to 60 degree, for theta equals to 60 degree, the range is same. So the same range is obtained for angle theta and also for angle 90 minus theta. Now next we discuss velocity of projectile at any instant. velocity of projectile at any instant. Velocity of projectile at any instant. So let the projectile has velocity v at time t. Let the projectile has velocity v at time t when the projectile is at p. When the projectile is at point P. So the projectile has velocity at time t when the projectile is at P and at the point P, at P it has two components of velocity. At point P it has two components of velocity. After time t, the projectile reaches at point P, and at point P the velocity v has two components, horizontal component vx and vertical component vy. So horizontal component of velocity at point P, horizontal component of velocity equals to u cos theta. At point P, the horizontal component of velocity is u cos theta and vertical component of velocity is calculated y. And at point P, the vertical component of velocity is found by using the formula v equals to u plus at. The final velocity at point P. So at point P, the initial velocity at point P, the initial vertical velocity is u sin theta. The initial vertical velocity by which the projectile was projected vertically, u sin theta, and at the place of g we use minus g and into t. So the vertical component of velocity at point P is u sin theta minus gt. This is the vertical component of velocity at point P, u sin theta minus gt. Now for finding the resultant and horizontal component of velocity is given by Vx, vertical component of velocity is given by Vy. So the resultant velocity at point P is calculated by using Pythagoras theorem, under root of Vx square plus Vy square. So root over Vx u cos theta the whole square plus Vy square means u sin theta minus gt the whole square. So we get under root of u square cos square theta and this will be expanded on the formula a minus b the whole square. So a square minus 2ab 2u sin theta into gt and plus b square means g square into t square. From these two terms taken u square is common, we get cos square theta plus sin square theta minus 2u gt sin theta and plus g square into t square, g square into t square. Now cos square theta plus sin square theta, this becomes 1. This becomes 1. So we get under root of u square theta, u square, this becomes 1 minus 2u gt sin theta and plus g square into t square. So this is the resultant velocity. This is the resultant velocity at point P. The resultant velocity at point P. So the expression for resultant velocity at point P, which is written by V, equals to under root of u square minus 2u gt sin theta and plus g square into t square. So resultant velocity at any instant. For example, at point P, the resultant velocity we have calculated under root of u square minus 2 gt sin theta plus g square t square. Now let the velocity be. Let the velocity b makes an angle beta with the horizontal. We have supposed that velocity v is making an angle beta with the horizontal. So we are interested to find the angle tan beta. So angle tan beta, this is the rectangular component. So tan beta equals to perpendicular upon base. This is perpendicular, means Vy, and this is base. So Vy upon Vx. Tan beta equals to Vy upon Vx, and the expression for Vy. The expression for Vy we have calculated the vertical component of velocity u sin theta minus gt upon the horizontal component of velocity is u cos theta. So we get the value of tan beta. Tan beta equals to u sin theta minus gt upon u cos theta. So at any instant at point P, the angle made by the velocity vector with the horizontal u sin theta minus gt upon u cos theta. This is the expression for the direction of the velocity, which is making an angle beta with the horizontal. So tan beta equals to u sin theta minus gt upon u cos theta. Now next thing we talk velocity of projectile at the end point. At the end point means at point A. Velocity of projectile at the end point. At the end point means at point A. So for finding the velocity of projectile at the end point, we know that at the end point at the end point, time taken by the projectile t is equals to time of flight. T equals to small t is equals to time of flight, means capital T. At the end point A, the total time taken becomes time of flight, capital T, and the time of flight, capital T, is 2u sin theta upon g equals to 2u sin theta upon g. So we use the same formula, v equals to under root of v dash equals to, let the velocity at point A is v dash. So v dash equals to under root of u square minus 2u gt sin theta and plus g square into t square. This formula we use. So u square as it is under root of u square minus 2ug sin theta and the value of t. This t is equals to total time of flight, capital T, and the value of this t is 2u sin theta upon g and into sin theta. Sin theta already we have taken. 2ug sin theta and the value of t is 2u sin theta upon g plus g square and the value of t square. So 4u square sin square theta upon g square. So g square gets cancelled, 1 times g cancelled. So we get under root of u square minus 2u into 2u, 4u square, and sin theta into sin theta, sin square theta, plus 4u square sin square theta. So this gets cancelled and the square root of u square, we get u. So v dash equals to u, means at point P, the value of velocity v dash is equals to u, and u was the velocity through which the projectile was projected. So at both the points, the velocity will remain same. The projectile will strike the horizontal plane with the same velocity by which it was projected. The projectile will strike the horizontal plane at point A with the same velocity with which the body was, or with which the projectile was projected. So at point A, the value of velocity v dash is equal to u, and for finding the tan theta, the angle, the value of angle tan theta is calculated. Tan theta equals to u sin theta minus gt, and the value of t is 2u sin theta upon g. The value of t is 2u sin theta upon g and upon u cos theta. So we get u sin theta minus g gets cancelled, 2u sin theta and upon u cos theta, and this comes to be minus u sin theta upon u cos theta. U and u gets cancelled, and tan of beta equals to minus of tan theta, and which may be written as minus tan theta is written as tan of minus theta. So we conclude that the angle beta is equals to minus of theta. The angle beta is equals to minus of theta. the angle beta is equals to minus of theta. So what we conclude? The value of theta at this point will be negative. The angle will remain same, but this angle theta was positive and this angle theta will be negative because the body was going in upward direction and here the body is coming in downward direction. So the angle, the magnitude of the angle will remain same, but its direction gets changed. So at point A, the value of theta will be negative. Beta is equals to minus of theta. So we conclude that negative sign shows that the projectile is moving downward. Negative sign shows that the projectile is moving downward. The projectile is moving downward. At point A, the angle minus theta shows that the projectile is moving downward. Thus in projectile motion, a body returns in projectile motion. A body returns to the ground at the same angle. In projectile motion, a body returns to the ground with the same angle. The body or the projectile will return to the ground with the same angle and with the same speed and with the same speed and with the same speed with which it was projected. So we conclude from these two expressions that the body or the projectile is moving. Negative sign, the angle minus theta shows that the projectile is moving downward when it is coming towards A. And thus in projectile motion, a body returned to the ground with the same angle through which it was projected and with the same speed. V dash equals to V, previously we have seen, with the same speed with which it was projected.